You're driving late at night on a road you've driven before. No streetlights, no traffic, just darkness in the headlights. And then boom! Impact. Your car jolts violently. Glass explodes, your heart starts racing. You slow down and tell yourself something that makes it easier to keep going. This is the true crime story of Nestor Flores, and a decision that would not stay hidden. On the night this happened, Nestor had been drinking. Not one drink, not a little buzzed, he was blind drunk, heavily intoxicated, and chose to drive anyway. The road was narrow, poorly lit, and unforgiving. Alcohol didn't just slow his reaction, it clouded his judgment long before anything went wrong. At some point during that drive, Flores struck something. The impact was violent. The windshield exploded inward, the roof buckled. This wasn't a bump. It wasn't minor. Whatever he hit, it was substantial. When questioned later, Flores gave a simple explanation. He said he believed he had hit a deer. On country roads, that's plausible, right? But nothing about the damage or what followed fit that story. Hours later, a call came in. Along that same dark road, the body of a man had been found. No vehicle nearby, no one waiting for help, just a body in the brush. First responders recognized the injuries immediately. This was not a fall, this was not a collapse. It was a high-speed vehicle strike, and the driver had kept going. Crash investigators started with the injuries. The victim had been struck high on the body, at speed, with forward momentum. That told them something critical. They weren't looking for a dented bumper, they were looking for a vehicle with a windshield shattered inwards, roof deformation, and biological evidence in the cabin. Patrol units were alerted to look for any vehicle with catastrophic windshield damage. It didn't take long. When officers located Flores' vehicle, the damage matched exactly. The windshield was blown inwards. The roof bent downward. Human hair was embedded in the glass. The car, this time, told the story. Flores had not hit an animal. He had hit a pedestrian. The force of the collision threw the man through the windshield and into the vehicle and onto the passenger seat. This was not subtle. This was not ambiguous. Being drunk explains the impact, the crash, but it doesn't explain driving away. Flores did not call for help. He did not seek medical aid. He kept driving. At some point later, when realization starts to set in, he took the man out of the car and left him there. That decision changed everything. Forensics confirmed it. Hair in the glass. Impact height far above an animal. Toxicology positive. The deer explanation then collapsed. In court, Flores pleads guilty to intoxication manslaughter and collision involving death. On January 6, 2026, the judge sentenced him to 15 years on each charge, but to run concurrently, 15 years total. Because of a deadly weapon finding, the car, he must serve at least half of his sentence before he is eligible for parole. So, 7.5 years. The courtroom was quiet. No spectacle, just consequences. Drunk driving kills people, we know this, but this case is remembered for something else. After the crash, after the damage, after the unmistakable signs that something was seriously wrong, someone chose not to stop. And that choice mattered more than the impact. Until next time.